Care Bears, it's Haley here. Welcome back to another Dress to Impress video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the PETAL update. That update just came out 2 days ago, and I have a lot of questions. Where did these items go? There was items that were sneak peeked for weeks before the update came out, and they never released. So let's talk about those. Where did they go? So the first thing I want to talk about is the patterns. So there is patterns in Dress to Impress that were added, and they're really cute and on spring vibes. You can even see me using them here in this video right now. And also here is the screenshot of the sneak peek they shared before the update came out. Here it is right here. So this sneak peek was really cool. There were so many cute patterns and most of them did get added, but I can't help but notice that a couple patterns in this screenshot actually ended up not even getting added into the game. So I feel like the reason why these might have not came out is because maybe they just felt like nobody would really use them, or they just didn't have enough space, or lag reasons. I'm not very sure, but the first two is actually right below the logo in the sneak peek picture. Here is a close-up of them. We have this really pretty iridescent petals, and then it looks like it's like chocolate with cracks in it, like rainbow cracks in it. These two did not get added. I'm not sure why. I mean, I wouldn't really use them, to be honest with you. Maybe the iridescent petal one, but the chocolate one was a good call not to add because I don't know if I would personally use it that much. But let me know if you have any ideas for what you would use these patterns for if they did end up being in the game. And another pattern from this sneak peek leak was actually this pattern right here, which I'm very sad that this one didn't come out. This one's really cute. I'm not sure why this one didn't come out. Maybe it's just because it looked kind of similar to the other ones that are in the sneak peek photo already that are in game as well. But I do really love it, and I love how nostalgic it feels. It feels very early 2000s and really cute. And speaking of early 2000s, the next pattern that didn't even end up being put in the game also feels very nostalgic with all the little swirls and stuff, and it has a rainbow background. It's really cute, but they ended up not adding this probably because there's like a pink version from the Valentine's Day update that looks pretty similar to this, so that could be why they ended up not adding this. But I do think it's still a really cute pattern, so I hope eventually maybe they'll add it. Maybe it'll be added in a future update. Maybe that's the reason why it didn't get added now and they're just saving it for later. Who really knows? Next up is hairs. There is some hairs that were sneak peek that never got added into this update, and no one really knows why. It could be because of lag reasons, or because we already have things similar to it and they just changed their mind on it and scrapped it. Who knows? But here is the two hairs that ended up not getting added. So the first hair is these French braids. So I can honestly kind of see why this didn't get added, although it is really cute. We have a lot of braids already, and there actually was even more braids added into this update that aren't even these. So I can really see why these weren't added. But at the same time, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not really sure if we have any braids that actually go to the head. Like usually they start to the bottom of the hair. So I would have liked to see this over the braids that actually did get put into the game. I don't really know if I'm remembering that correctly or not, so let me know in the comments. Which one would you prefer? Would you prefer these braids or the ones that did actually get added into the game during the PETAL update? Honestly, I don't even remember the difference, but I could see the reason why they didn't add this was just because we have enough braided hairs. And here is the next hair that didn't get added, which has like 3 different toggles, it seems. The first toggle is like no hair color streaks in it, and then the second toggle is hair color streak, but they also have different bangs on the front which are fully colored, and then the third toggle is these really cute bangs with the hair. So I'm not sure why this didn't get added. This could be saved for a later update, or it could be just scrapped because they already have a lot of hair similar to it in their opinion. It could have caused lag. There really could be so many different reasons why this didn't get added, but it is a little sad that it didn't get added, and I hope that maybe a hair similar to the third one is really cute. So I hope that we can get those bangs on its own or something instead of just having this hair, because I really do like those bangs. And the next thing is the 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 pose. So I was showing this a lot, and I guess they ended up not adding it. This is very similar to the cat's eye pose. If you don't remember the touch dance, that was scrapped as well around October Halloween. And my assumption for why this could be is because obviously copyright reasons. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 is obviously, you know, an artist, so they don't want to copy a move made by her, and they don't want to get in copyright issues probably. Zach might have just really liked this pose of 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪's and decided to make it for fun or something, and a lot of people people might have just assumed it was for an update, including myself. So I'm sad that it's not coming out, but maybe it will in the future. My only thing is though, I feel like they might not do it for a really strong reason, and that is because of copyright issues. So I feel like this might just be another issue like the touch dance from Cat's Eye. So I'm really sad about that, but hopefully we can get some more cute poses in the future that might reference it loosely and not just fully copy it, so that we can still kind of have these poses. And a lot of items that I have shared with you guys in sneak peek videos and secret videos and in general leading up to the PETAL update were not actually in the PETAL update. And these were things from literally the dev Q&A, things from official developers themselves. So there had to have been some reason why these items didn't get added. And my theory as to why they didn't get added is either they're saving it for a later update, it caused lag, or they just thought it looked too similar to something. So let's go ahead and go through all these items. So the first item is this blue dress. This dress was seen in the background of a screenshot of the mixing bowl that did actually end up getting added into the PETAL update, but this was in the background of that sneak peek of that mixing bowl from the VIP room. So it reminds me a lot of Cinderella. It's really pretty, but it just didn't end up coming. So maybe this is like a reward in the future, or is it going to be a code that they scrapped, or they just scrapped this in general because people were thinking this could be the trendsetter dress rework. Maybe the fact that people were thinking that, they thought, you know, let's scrap this, because what if it wasn't even a rework and it was a completely new dress? And so that would be bad, because then everyone would just be like, this just looks like the trendsetter dress. Like, come on, girl. I don't know what happened with this, but if they do consider adding it, I would love for this to be the rework for the trendsetter dress, because I think this looks really cute. I think it looks better than the trendsetter dress as it is currently, but that's just my opinion. If they wanted to listen to my opinion, that would be awesome, because I think this is way cuter, but I know that maybe not everyone will think so. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this dress looks cuter than the trendsetter dress right now? Should it be the reworked version of it? Because I think that would be really, really cool. And also, these items would have been perfect for tutor period. That theme that no one knows what to do, this would have been perfect, because we got a sneak peek of these 3 items, which I and a lot of other people thought could be reward items for something like a quest or style showdown or something. And it is this red headpiece right here, which is beautiful. This was sneak peek. This was one of the first sneak peeks for the spring update, and it never came out. And then the other item was this heart wand, which also never came out. This one I could see maybe possibly being scrapped, because it is very similar to Enchanted Izzy, my sister's code. Her code came out in the spring update, so maybe they decided, you know, let's scrap this scepter because it looks so much like the wand. But at the same time, I don't think it looks too much like the wand. It just looks a little similar because it's both heart-shaped on the top, but the wand is small and this isn't. And I'm sure this doesn't come with VFX like Izzy's code does. So I don't think it's a big deal if they still add this. So I hope that they still consider and do that. But the other item is this really cute mirror, which also has a little heart gemstone, so you can tell that it matches with the scepter, and it also just gives off the same vibes as the tutor headpiece. So I hope that these 3 items end up coming in a future update and they didn't just scrap these all, because they are really cute. And I do have a little theory about these items, which I will talk about later. But moving on, we do need to talk about this. The graduation cap didn't even come out either, which would be perfect for the theme graduation. So I'm not sure why this didn't come out. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It was perfectly good. So I hope that comes out in a later update. And also, one of the last items I'm very sad about never even coming out. It is this trench coat item right here. I don't know why this didn't come out. I guess maybe because the rich girl set has a trench coat already, and maybe this was like their first version of the trench coat. I could see that actually being the thing. This trench coat might have been the prototype, I guess, of the rich girl trench coat, because the rich girl trench coat does look a little similar with that little sheer bottom you see on this picture. There's like a sheerness on the top, so I could see maybe that is why it didn't come out. Maybe they liked the finished version that we did get better than this trench coat. Let me know your theories as to why this didn't come out. It also was supposed to work with masculine bodies, so I'm not very sure why this just didn't end up coming out, because this would have been awesome to see. Now, finally, my theory about those tutor period items, like I was just talking about a second ago, another thing that was supposed to come out was actually Style Showdown was going to get an update with new challenges. And the fact that they didn't come out along with those 3 items makes me think, what if those 3 items are the items you get as rewards for Style Showdown, and they are going to refresh the rewards in Style Showdown? So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that Style Showdown is going to have an update later, and that those 3 items are going to be the rewards for it? Because they did say they're working on an update with Style Showdown. They didn't say when it was coming out. It's just a lot of people assumed it would be for the PETAL update, so maybe it's going to come in the future. I don't know, but I'm I'm really excited for that. And actually, I forgot to mention one last thing. There is actually 2 hidden items in this old sneak peek video of the Withering Rose set, which at the time I thought was the Cherry Blossom set. So if you look closely, it's a little blurry because the video itself is just blurry because of TikTok, but you can see some earrings and also a necklace. So 2 jewelry pieces on the girl on the right with the buns. And it doesn't look like anything we have. I really wish we got those earrings she had on, unless maybe we do and I just can't tell. They're blurry. But I know for sure that necklace has not been in the game. I'm not sure why it hasn't. Maybe they just decided it caused lag or it's too similar or something. But that is all the items from sneak peeks and just things in general that were not released in the PETAL update. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think any of these things are just going to be saved for a later update, or did they scrap all these items? I hope they didn't, because a lot of these things were cute, especially the Tudor headpiece, wand, mirror, graduation cap. There is no problem with that, I hope. And just so many things I would love to see, like the blue dress. So let me know your thoughts. And anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for daily Roblox videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, Care Bears!